Hello friends, welcome back to the True Blue Smokehouse. It is Friday, August the 13th, 2021. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon where I am. Gorgeous outside, plenty of sunshine, not too hot, mid-80s, not a cloud in the sky. And with that kind of weather, why wouldn't you be in the smokehouse? So that's why I am. As we work our way over to the Big Green Egg, let's check out what we're doing today on the Big Green Egg in the smokehouse. What you see before you are 2 slabs of baby back ribs. We're going to do them 2 different ways today. The ones on your left are seasoned with jerk seasoning. The ones on your right are seasoned with a homemade seasoning that I'm putting together. Just going to try a couple of different flavor profiles today. And then up top we got a little bit of extra pork meat just to do as roasted jerk pork. We're going to run this today about 275 on the Big Green Egg. Get it to an internal temp of somewhere around 200 degrees. Check for the bend test, check for the pullback on the bones, and check for tenderness. We'll pull it off, wrap it in some butcher paper, let it rest for a little while, and this is likely to be dinner this afternoon or early evening. Again, 2 slabs of baby back ribs on the Big Green Egg. Using a couple of my toys today. I've got my Big Green Egg cast iron grill. I'm using my expander system to give me a little bit more cooking space. Down below, I'm using once again the Egg Genius temperature control unit, and also helping me to monitor the temps today is my little iGrill unit and a couple of these pieces of meat. So pulling out a bunch of toys today, why not? It's Friday, going into a beautiful weekend. 2 slabs of ribs, a little bit of roasted pork on top, and so it begins. Hey guys, we're back in the True Blue Smokehouse. We're going to work our way over to the Big Green Egg and check on these ribs and this roasted pork. Coming along nicely. That's the roasted pork up top and the ribs down below. Remember, we did jerk seasoning on the ones on the left and then a homemade barbecue seasoning on the ones on the right. So according to the iGrill unit, looks like one of the ribs is at 196. We'll check the handheld unit here, see what temps we get. Check out this roast pork. It's coming in about 195, 196, 198, 199. It's about ready. Wasn't too much to it. Had a little bit of fat on the back side of it, but just meat. So that's at 190 on that side. 203, 200. I'll probably pull that now. Let's check out the ribs, see what we're getting over here. 198, 199. 189, 190. The ones on the right are a little bit bigger than the ones on the left. The ones on the right were maybe right at 3 pounds of ribs. You can see it's a little bit longer. And that's the one I just did with a homemade barbecue seasoning based on a little recipe I found on the internet. And then the jerk wings, nope, not wings, jerk ribs on the left, a little bit smaller, so I anticipate that they will be ready quicker than the ones on the right. All things considered, I'm pleased with how it's turning out. Just keep a little bit of moisture in it. I'm gonna spritz a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. Got a little bit of apple juice and water. Just kept keeping it simple. Just trying to keep it from drying out on me. I'm gonna let these run a little while longer. With the ribs, I am getting pretty good pullback on the bones, but I think we still have a little bit of ways to go. Like I said, I'm gonna pull the roast pork off the top, let it rest for a little bit. May even chop it up and have a quick sandwich or just a little snack with that. We'll call that Pitmaster privilege. How about that? And yet, it continues. We should be finishing up in a little while. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Hey guys, I'm back. Thanks for hanging in there with me at the True Blue Smokehouse. Again, we're going to work our way back over to the big green egg, check on these ribs. A couple of my meat temperature gauges are telling me we may be getting close to being finished. So let's take a look at what the handheld says. Well, before we go there, I hope you can see that. That's about 198 on the smaller slab of ribs. The one to the left, as you can see, I've wrapped them in some butcher's paper, put them back on the grill. Let's check out what the handheld unit is saying. See if we can find a good spot here. Oh, that's bone. Oh yeah, that one's showing 203, 204. And we'll go over here to the big one, and that's bone. 183. Felt like I was in a bone right there, so a little bit better. 183, 184 maybe. I think we got a little bit more work to do on the bigger slab of ribs over on the right. You'll recall that that's the one that I seasoned with homemade seasoning. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, 198 down on this end, but again, I believe this is the thinner end. Be interesting to see if I could get a good temp down here. Yeah, still showing 185 down on the thicker end. My big green egg, I've discovered that the back side of the egg near the hinges is usually my hot spot, so I will typically put the thickest part of my meat cuts down on that end. So having said that, I'm going to let that one sit for a little while longer. There's no harm in letting it sit. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the one on the left, the jerk flavored ribs. I'll wrap them in a towel, stick them in a cooler, let them rest for a couple hours. I believe they'll be ready after that. Thanks for joining me for this cook today. I wish you and yours the best of days, weekends, months, and years ahead. Until next time.